In this video we're going to cover how to assemble the handle subassembly, and you'll note that there are many of these pieces that you did not create. These can be found in your Unit 8 stock button maker parts folder, and I've already made a copy of those. You should make a copy of mine and save them into your own folder. It'll save you much headache later. And let's go ahead and get started. So to do this, we want to go to New, Assembly, Place, and want to find all the pieces that are in here. So I'm going to check at my parts list. There's one handle body. If I hold down Control, I can select multiple things at once. Other things that there's just one of include the rubber handle sleeve, and the metal handle insert, and lastly, one you did not create, the 7/16, 14, 1 3/8 socket set screw. Seven sixteenths, 14 socket set screw. Looks good. Click open, click once, right click, say OK, go back to place, and go find the things that we need two of. This includes the roller spacer, number 35, the roller inner bearing, 34, roller outer bearing, 33, 5/16, 18, 9/16 button cap screw, 5/16 quarter button cap. I'm guessing this is it. Let's click open and see what it looks like. Click once, click a second time. I think this looks good. We're going to go with it. So again, we want it to look like this, and most of what we're going to be doing is going to be using a insert constraint. To make things easier, I'm going to go ahead and orient this direction, right click, and make this grounded. So everything's going to be constrained to this. I'm going to reset this as my front view. And I'm going to set the current view, or set current view as my home view, fit to view. Okay. Now we can get started. Almost. I'm missing this for some reason. And number 8 on here is the 7/16, 14 socket set screw. I thought I had that. Oh, I do have that. It was hiding. Okay. So let's start to assemble this together. Main assembly constraint we're going to be using is insert. It's going to work by clicking on two surfaces that you want to join together. It works very well with round surfaces. So for example, this is round, this is round. It's going to snap those together. It's going to mate the two faces, and it's going to mate the axes so they stay aligned. Click apply. This is going to work much the same way. We're going to click on the inside bottom edge of this rubber handle sleeve, and that's the part that should be touching the top edge of this metal handle. This socket screw here the very bottom of that is what should be attached. Actually, let's not go with the bottom. That may be a little too difficult. Oh, it'll work. Okay, the bottom of that is what's going to come all the way down to where that stops. Select apply. And so that pin is holding this handle in place. This sleeve has a interference fit with the handle. And now we just get to put these in place. If I look back at the drawing again, it shows that the big washer goes on first, this goes on first, this goes inside of it, this goes on the outside of that, this goes through all three of them. So let's go back to this. This goes on first, it's going to go on the threaded part, apply. This is actually going to go inside the part we just clicked on. So I have to click this align button. Washer goes on top of that. That's not aligned, it sits on top. And the bottom edge of that screw is going to snap into place on top of this. Same thing for the other side. Big one goes on first. This snaps inside of it. That should sit on top. And the bottom of this screw will click to the top of this. Go back to your home view and save. We'll call this handle subassembly. Yes to all. Click OK.